Namaste. Okay, so basically I'm just here alone by myself, and I was supposed to meet Steve here, I think, but I'm not sure. He's not here. We might have had a mix-up of times. So I'm here with this again, Song of Ribhu, and we were on chapter 6. So I just had a quick look at chapter 6, and I just kind of flicked through it really fast, but I felt like that's a really good way of reading. So I might share that with you. And then it's just kind of like the essence of chapter 6. But I feel like the essence of it is fine. So the chapter is called Speaking of the Bat in the Waters of Brahman, and the mantra for Brahman. The best, I'm just going to read some kind of lines here and there and verses here and there, and that will give the essence. The best bath of all is the refreshing bath in the reservoir that is the supreme Brahman, the perfectly full, which is not different from the self. Brave son, no other bath in any other waters is a bath. I bathe always in the differenceless expanse of knowledge, the sea of the supreme Brahman. The resounding certitude, I am Brahman, is the best of baths. Hear the nature of such a bath as extensively expounded by the supreme Shiva. I am ever only the nature of the supreme. I am ever only the nature of the peaceful. I am ever only the nature of the pure. I am ever of the nature that is pauseless. I am ever of the nature that is actionless. I am ever of the nature that is taintless. I am of the nature that is egoless. I am of the nature of all that is misconceptionless. I am of the nature of all that is limitless. I am all that is perfectly full bliss. I am of the nature of truth alone. I am of the nature of awareness alone. I am of the nature of happiness alone. I am of the nature of the one alone. I am ever of the nature of the vast space. I am ever of the nature of the great. I am ever of the nature of the supreme self. I am ever of the nature that is devoid of the body, the senses, the vital airs, the mind, the ego, and such. I am of the nature that is different from all, from the body to nescience. I am ever of the nature of the undivided, non-dual supreme, which is beyond the reach of beyond the reach of mind and speech. I am of the nature that remains totally unmoved. Thus have I told you about the easy way of having a purificatory bath in the waters of the supreme Brahman. Son, whoever hears this even once and understands it without delusion will become Brahman. I am ever Brahman, existence. I am ever Brahman, consciousness. I am ever Brahman, bliss. I am ever Brahman, the pure. I am ever Brahman, the non-dual. I am ever Brahman, the mass of existence. I am ever Brahman, the mass of consciousness. I am ever Brahman, consciousness alone. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. I am ever of the nature of exalted knowledge. I am ever of the nature of the Supreme Self. I am ever of the nature that is taintless. I am of the nature that is afflictionless. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. I am ever of the nature that is the absolute truth. Though I manifest as all the world, individuals, and the Supreme, I am of the nature that is totally devoid of all such differences. I am of the nature of the undivided essence, that is to be known by the crest of the Vedas. I am ever of the nature of the non-dual Supreme Brahman. which remains as existence consciousness bliss. This egoless I am Brahman certitude is indeed the mantra superior to all. The abiding I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all conceivable sorrow. The expansive I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the desires of the heart. The eminent I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the swollen anger. The great I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all concepts. The eminent I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the defects of the concept of body. The faultless I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy all the defects of the concept of senses. The joyous I am Brahman mantra alone will destroy the defects of the concept of mind and such. The I am Brahman mantra alone, when uttered, will indeed destroy millions of defects. It is ever the I am Brahman mantra that reveals the blemishless knowledge of the self. It is ever the I am Brahman mantra that affords conquest of the blemishless world of the self. It is ever the I am Brahman mantra that gives the wonderful bliss of the self. It is ever the I am Brahman mantra that gives the undivided bliss of liberation. Casting aside all kinds of mantras, all seekers after liberation should firmly, assiduously, and uninterruptedly practice the I am Brahman mantra ever. By such changeless practice, knowledge and liberation, all will be attained in a moment. Nidagha, I have explained to you this meaning, highly secret in all the Vedas, Vedanta, all epics, all scriptures, as expounded to me for the benefit of all. By the Lord, the awareness of truth, the mass of bliss. Whoever hears and understands this will become the perfectly full Supreme Brahman. All that is seen in imagination is ever illusory. The blemishless Supreme Shiva is the only truth. The knowledge that I am that, beyond the reach of the mind, of speech, and of any of the infirm senses. The great mass of knowledge bliss is the only proper means of liberation. This is certain. Thus did Ribhu teach the fearless mantra for the bat. It is the perfectly full form of our Lord in a state of joyous dance that speaks of the sublime truth. I am the immutable, taintless, attributeless, eternal, partless, blemishless, differenceless, perfectly full existence, consciousness bliss, Brahman. And that gives the sublime bath and the pure mantra, I am Brahman. So that's the essence of chapter 6 in the Song of Ribhu. I have to say, I don't really know why I'm here or why I'm reading the Song of Ribhu or anything like that. I'm just here and I feel like life brought me here. And um, I definitely enjoy reading the Song of Ribhu, and I feel like it is a super wonderful pointing. And this chapter reminds me of Nisargadatta's teaching to just, he says his teacher pointed him to just the I am, just the beingness that's unattached to ideas. And he said, just stay here. And that's what Nisargadatta did. And that was the teaching that his teacher gave him. That's the teaching that he teaches. I feel like this chapter is like that. It uses the words like the I am Brahman mantra. Well, I don't feel like, at least the way I take it into myself when I read it, I don't feel like I should be going around saying I am Brahman, I am Brahman. I'm trying to convince myself. It's more like just recognizing that I am, and I am is existence. and just remain present with this. That's the mantra. It's not like a word mantra, it's more of a being mantra for me. And I also just feel like saying, just because it's in my heart, that I really don't feel like well, I don't want to be like portraying myself as a teacher or as anything at all. Like the only um point, I suppose, of these meetings together is really just to share in the joy of this text of the Song of Ribhu, and then just whatever arises in my heart or your heart, in our heart. And I'm not saying whatever appears here is right or the only way or anything like that. I just want to make that clear because I don't want to accept any ideas about myself. Like even I am Brahman or anything like that. Because I feel like for myself it feels much more free and alive to be free of everything. Just like empty of all ideas. I don't need anything. I don't need to know anything or be anything. And I'm just myself anyway. So put that. And I'm just here because life brought me here. So if there's someone listening to this, we'll just have to say that I guess life brought you here. So for whatever reason, we don't know why. I definitely don't know why. Maybe it's like maybe you want to have a little laugh at me. That's fine. I'm having a laugh anyway. But also just more than having a laugh, it's kind of, I suppose it's just like appreciation and enjoyment, and hopefully also hearing the words from the Song of Ribhu and following what they're pointing to. Because if it doesn't do that along the line somewhere, then I don't know, I might as well just go sleep or something. I'm just laughing at myself. Just having a bath. Maybe that's what this meeting is about. This meeting of chapter 6 is just having a bath. Or having a bath. It's just the certitude of being I am without words. So I hope that quick what's the word I'm trying to think of? Revision. Maybe. I can't think of the word. I hope that quick revision of chapter 6 is not offensive to anybody. That I skipped so many of the words. But I think it was good. It's a good oh, can't I think of the word? Like, you know, you kind of when you shorten something and like you sum up something. I just read a few lines from here and there, and the essence, like you kind of gather the essence. So I hope you don't mind that I skipped a lot. But I feel like whatever I read was direct to the point of just take a bath in yourself, free of stories. That's all. It was just a short meeting today because this is what life gave, and nothing. That's all. Well, I enjoyed this time, so I hope you will enjoy as well. I hope you did enjoy. So until next time, enjoy, enjoy bathing in yourself. Thank you. It's just kind of bowing in gratitude to the words of Ribhu, Shiva, and Igri, Sayadus masters, really our own spirit that's in us. That's what that bowing is. The teaching that points us home, and gratitude for that.